When a youth counselor reports a theft, detectives launch an investigation that uncovers a devastating secret. As evidence mounts, the case reveals a crime so heinous it would haunt the town of Riverside, Ohio forever. Security footage from March 15, 2019 captured 7-year-old Emma Chen's final moments as she skipped through the apartment complex where she lived with her father. Emma was adored by everyone in this tight-knit community, spending her afternoons playing hopscotch and tag with neighboring children in the courtyard. Investigators had no leads on the child's whereabouts until a jogger discovered a large duffel bag submerged near the edge of Miller's Creek. Inside, they found Emma's small body. The police had no suspects, but then Jennifer Mitchell, a youth counselor at the local community center who lived 3 units down from Emma, reported that someone had stolen a duffel bag from her storage unit. Detectives immediately requested she come in for questioning. "I have some photos I'd like to show you. You mentioned one of your bags was missing. Can you tell me about that?" "Yeah, it was stolen." "And this happened the same day Emma disappeared?" "That's right." "Did you file a report?" "I called before we even knew Emma was gone. I was at the community center when my sister phoned me. I asked her to check my storage locker because I realized I didn't have my bag with me. She looked everywhere and couldn't find it. I asked if I should report it, and she said yes because we've had a lot of thefts in the complex lately." "Your son Tyler was close with Emma, correct?" "Very close. They played together almost every day. I'm trying to help however I can with this investigation." The detective shows Jennifer photographs of the exact duffel bag containing Emma's body. She confirms it belongs to her. "Did you purchase this bag individually or as part of a set?" "I bought each piece separately. They were all on clearance at Target. I honestly can't remember if I bought that specific one with others." "Has anyone found it or mentioned seeing it around the complex?" "No. I asked several kids in the neighborhood, but nobody's seen it." Welcome to True Crime Files. If this story is already sending chills down your spine, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell and share. Also tell me where you are watching from in the comment section. Your support means the world to me. Investigators found it suspicious that Jennifer reported a missing bag on the same day Emma vanished, but without concrete evidence linking her to the crime, she was free to leave. That evening, the community gathered for a candlelight vigil honoring Emma. During the memorial, Jennifer approached an officer and handed him a crumpled note she claimed to have found on the sidewalk. The note described a child being placed in a duffel bag and thrown into water, providing the exact location. The chilling detail: police hadn't yet publicly announced that Emma's body had been recovered. This immediately raised red flags with Detective Marcus Reynolds, who had conducted the initial interview. He asked Jennifer to return the following morning. Jennifer begins the second interview by mentioning her educational background. "I studied criminal psychology at Cleveland State for 3 years." "When was that?" "Right after high school. I graduated in 2001. "So you're interested in law enforcement?" "I wanted to work in victim advocacy. I did some ride-alongs with the police department." "What made you stop pursuing that career?" "I had some personal setbacks. My ex-husband became abusive, so I had to refocus on just keeping my son safe." "I'm sorry to hear that. It's good you got out of that situation." After 25 minutes of casual conversation, Detective Reynolds shifts to the investigation. He's aware of Jennifer's psychology background but doesn't yet realize she's used that knowledge to try covering up what she did to Emma. Starting with the duffel bag, he begins uncovering disturbing evidence that will lead to a shocking confession. "Let's talk about the bag and what you know about Emma. When did you first realize your bag was missing?" "When my sister called me from the apartment." "You mentioned calling someone about the theft. Who did you contact?" "I called the non-emergency police line from the community center." "How did Tyler and Emma become friends?" "Through the complex. Emma came by one day asking if Tyler could play, and they've been inseparable since then." "How often did they play together?" "Almost daily." "Did they play on March 15th, the day she went missing?" "No." "Emma stopped by right after school ended and asked if Tyler could come out. Tyler answered the door while I was in the bathroom. I called out that he couldn't play right then. When I came out, I saw Emma walking down the stairs." When did you learn Emma was missing? Around 7 that evening. People started coming by asking if we'd seen her. You know how Emma was always visiting different apartments. Jennifer explains that Tyler and Emma were close friends who spent considerable time together. Eventually, Detective Reynolds addresses the mysterious note. Tell me about finding that note. I was walking to the vigil and saw paper on the ground. I kicked it at first, then noticed Emma's name at the top. I picked it up and saw words like duffel bag and water, though some were misspelled. I ran to the nearest officer immediately. Did you keep the note? No, I left it there. I know about preserving evidence, so I didn't want to contaminate it with my fingerprints. I told the officers what it said, but I could barely breathe. I was hyperventilating. When murder suspects emphasize their emotional reactions to discovering the victim is dead, it's rarely coincidental. In interrogation psychology, this represents a calculated narrative strategy designed to influence how detectives perceive them. Jennifer wants Detective Reynolds to understand how devastated she was finding the note, but he's not buying it. So you were quite upset? I was absolutely hysterical. Were you crying? Yes, uncontrollably. What happened next? They put the note in an evidence bag. The note mentioned a duffel bag? Yes. It said something like Emma, duffel bag, water, and 2 street names. What upset you more, that you found the note or what it implied? It was the thought of Emma being gone so long, combined with that note and imagining something terrible happening to her. It made me sick. Was the note face up or face down when you found it? Face up. What caught your attention first? Emma's name. What went through your mind? I felt nauseous. I thought the police needed to know immediately because maybe that's where she was. Afterward, I wondered why someone would write a note. Did they witness my bag being stolen? Why wouldn't they speak up? What were they hiding? When you read about the stolen duffel bag in the note, didn't you find it strange that your bag was stolen the day before? It really freaked me out. The coincidence seemed bizarre. That's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. The fact that I was the one who found it felt surreal. I remember thinking my bag is waterproof, so I hoped Emma might still be okay and that police would search the location. Who do you think wrote this note? I have no idea. If you had to guess? Maybe a kid? The handwriting is messy and words are misspelled. Perhaps someone at the vigil knows something, or maybe whoever did this felt guilty. Hours before this interview, the police held a press conference announcing Emma's body had been found. Detective Reynolds now shows Jennifer a photograph of the duffel bag. Do you find it strange that you found the note and your bag was missing? Yes, very strange. Have you seen pictures of the bag Emma was found in? Just an aerial shot and a close-up my mom sent to my phone. This is the bag we recovered. That looks exactly like my bag. And this is the creek embankment where she was found. That picture makes me sick knowing she was inside. Help me understand how Emma ended up in your duffel bag. Someone must have stolen my bag and used it to hide her. I can't imagine what she went through, whether she was hurt, assaulted, or if she drowned. Those thoughts make me ill. Most of what Jennifer says is calculated manipulation. She mentions hoping Emma wasn't violated, strategically ensuring investigators examine the body for assault evidence. Police discovered a wooden dowel rod at the community center covered in Emma's DNA. The autopsy revealed Emma had been assaulted. It appeared Jennifer used the dowel to stage evidence suggesting a male perpetrator. Why would someone take Emma? I have a son. You probably have kids. Why would anyone take a child? Sick people do disgusting things. Like what specifically? Predators who harm children. Do you think Emma was assaulted? Probably. Why else would someone take a little girl? That's what I've been asking myself for 3 weeks. Why would they use your bag? Why Emma specifically and not other children in the complex? I think it was opportunistic. Just my opinion. The autopsy also revealed Emma had been drugged before her death. Investigators found it significant that Jennifer was prescribed the same medication detected in Emma's system. Hypothetically, what would happen if Emma accidentally took one of your anxiety pills? She'd fall asleep immediately. Would it be dangerous? Very dangerous. My dosage is high. A child that small would be falling all over the place. Have you ever worried about Emma getting into medications?
Actually, yes.
When Emma was about 5, she wandered into my apartment once when the door was unlocked. I've always been careful since then. How did you know about that?
My sister told me.
She was visiting and found Emma in the hallway trying doorknobs. But you weren't living here then?
No, she just mentioned it to me. Want to hear my theory?
Sure. I think whoever did this knew Emma well. Emma was accessible, always playing around the complex. I think her father assumed she was playing somewhere nearby. I spoke with everyone in this complex, and they all said Emma wouldn't leave with strangers.
That's true.
She wouldn't. But her father said there were only a few people Emma would leave the complex with. He mentioned you specifically because Emma and Tyler were best friends. She felt comfortable going to your apartment.
Right.
But she left the complex, which is why we couldn't find her immediately. She got into someone's car and left. Detective Reynolds begins implying Jennifer is a suspect. Until now, her body language has appeared relaxed, but as she realizes she's becoming the focus, her posture becomes increasingly defensive. People don't just vanish. I figure she saw someone she trusted and got in their vehicle around the time she was last seen. Here's my theory about the note. Whoever wrote it wanted us to find Emma because they provided clues. There's a reason you found it and gave it to us. We appreciate that, which is why I've been asking about your bag.
Okay.
But there's a reason you were the only one who found it. I don't understand why I'd be the only one.
I'm asking you.
Why do you think you're the only person who found this note? That same day you came back after finding it and it was still there even though it could have blown away. Don't you find that ironic?
I guess so.
Don't you find it ironic that it mentioned a stolen duffel bag and yours was stolen?
Yes, I've thought about that.
What have you thought? That it's a strange coincidence. In your criminal psychology studies, what do you think my first thought is? Maybe someone knew it was my bag because of where I live and left the note where I'd find it?
No.
Then what?
I think you're our key witness.
I think you can help us answer who put Emma in this stolen bag, your bag, and threw it in the creek. I need you to tell me where this note came from. I honestly don't know.
I believe you do know.
Nobody else could have found this note. Nobody knew it would be there. When police searched Jennifer's apartment, they found a spiral notebook with torn pages. They compared the note to her notebook. The paper was an exact match, and investigators found indentations of several letters in the notebook matching letters on the note. Detective Reynolds presents this evidence. I examined the spiral notebook we collected from your apartment. I found something interesting. The paper appears to be the same size, so I measured it. The note is almost exactly 7 inches, the same as pages from your notebook. I compared them. He shows Jennifer the comparison. I went through your notebook page by page. When I pressed down hard, I could see indented letters underneath. Look at this that shows through. I found matching indentations. That's impossible. I'm completely serious. When I discovered this, I had to photograph it. Look, these letter impressions match the note perfectly. Same paper type, same spiral binding. When you overlay the note on the notebook page, it covers the exact indentations. That means the note was written in that notebook. That's my conclusion. I think you wrote the note. I absolutely did not write that note. But I did give Emma and her friend notebooks like that one for a school project. You said we found this notebook in your apartment.
Yes.
With letter indentations that align precisely with the note, the same paper that would fit right back into the notebook above where these letters are pressed into the page. Same design, same pattern, everything matches. I don't know what to say except I didn't write it. Detective Reynolds presents Jennifer with an enlarged photograph of a sticky note found in her car. Written on it was the exact location where Emma's body was discovered. When she sees it, Jennifer's composure cracks. She claims that after finding the note about Emma's location, she wrote it down and went searching. I don't know why I didn't tell you about that. Let's talk about it.
Why didn't you?
Because it looks incriminating.
Possibly.
The bag is mine and I don't want people thinking I did this because I didn't. Let me ask you something. I recognized those street names on the note. I looked them up online, found them on a map, and wrote down the intersection. That's the only thing I lied about.
I'm sorry.
You went to that location after finding the note?
Yes.
Why? To look for Emma. Why did you want to find her yourself?
Because she was missing.
What did you do when you got there?
I just drove to the intersection.
I didn't see any water or anything suspicious, so I left. Look at this note and this sticky note.
Do you see similarities?
I see matching letters. Look at the W here and here. Look at the Y. I think whoever wrote the note tried disguising their handwriting. I honestly didn't write that note. The sticky note, yes, but not the other one. The last thing I want is to accuse someone innocent of something this horrific. I've spent nearly 3 weeks investigating this case. I've finally figured it out, but it required substantial evidence. I think I need a lawyer.
Let me see your purse.
I need you to stand up. Are you arresting me?
Yes.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for murder and kidnapping.
What?
I didn't do anything. Jennifer was arrested and placed in a holding cell. Minutes later, she requested to speak with Detective Reynolds again. Unfortunately, the first portion of her second interview is audio only. You said you had video evidence. I want you to show me or prove I did this because I didn't. It was an accident. Tell me what happened.
It was an accident.
She just died.
I know it was an accident. Accidents happen.
I just need to understand why. Emma was walking along the sidewalk near the parking lot.
Okay. I saw her.
She came up to my car. I didn't realize she was there until I turned around.
Go on.
She saw my duffel bag in the backseat. Like I told you, she loved playing hide and seek.
What happened?
She climbed inside to hide and I didn't know. I had to run back to my apartment to get my keys and phone. I couldn't find them. When I came out 15 minutes later, she wasn't there. She wasn't outside.
Where was she?
I didn't know at the time. I drove to the community center, unloaded everything from my trunk and went inside. When I came back out later, I went to grab the bag and it felt heavy. She was inside, not breathing.
What did she look like?
Well, I hear voices sometimes.
What do the voices tell you?
They told me I killed her. I couldn't live with myself if that were true. Emma didn't climb into that bag and zip it herself.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
She did.
She asked me to zip it because she wanted to scare Tyler and his friend. But when I went inside looking for my keys, it took 30 minutes. I forgot about her. I thought she'd climbed out by then. I didn't know she couldn't breathe in there. I swear nobody hurt her. You know what happens during an autopsy, right?
Yes, of course.
What do you think we checked for with a child found in a duffel bag? Evidence of assault. The reason I mention this is I want the truth. We got the evidence back. She was assaulted, but not by a man.
That's sick.
I did it to her, I swear. The only thing I didn't tell you was that I put crushed pills in water and tried making them dissolve. I took a sip and spit it out because it tasted awful.
Where did you spit it?
It landed on her.
Where specifically?
Inside the bag near her feet. Jennifer attempts explaining how her medication entered Emma's system, but like everything else, it's clearly fabricated. Now that they have her confession, detectives must prove premeditation. They already have evidence she drugged Emma, but they also found an article saved on her computer about a similar case. We found an article on your laptop about a 6-year-old girl in Belgium who was killed by a neighbor and hidden in luggage. The child was found in a canal 2 weeks later. That's strangely similar to this case.
That's weird.
I do research on true crime cases sometimes. You can ask my sister. Who would have researched that specific case? I'm just looking for answers. You can print the article. It was oddly similar to what happened here. Everything I've told you now is the truth. I'm having trouble believing Emma wouldn't fight to get out of that bag when she was trapped in your car. I forgot she was there.
Are you certain?
Positive. One thing I need you to know, I didn't assault her. How do you feel right now?
Worse than before.
Worse? Did you feel you needed to confess?
Yes.
How did you convince her to get in the bag? She wanted to hide and scare the other kids. I told her Tyler's friend was inside my apartment. But you were heading to the community center. You said you were in a hurry. Why would you let her hide in the bag? She just wanted to scare them. Did you go back inside to get Tyler after she got in? I was going to, but I was looking for my keys. Did you really lose your keys, or did you deliberately leave them inside? I genuinely couldn't find them. I never go anywhere without my phone, it's always with me. Why didn't you call 911? I panicked. I don't know why. Did you not want Emma to be alive? No, I wanted her alive, but I knew she was dead. God, what have I become? What if I told you someone saw you leave the complex on video with Emma visible in the car? I'd say that's not true. What if I retrieved the footage right now? Go ahead, because I know she wasn't in the front or back seat. Where was she when you drove away? In the bag. Who assaulted her? I don't know. Someone did. I'm not fabricating this. Someone assaulted her. If it wasn't you, you'll likely be held responsible at trial anyway. I hope not, because I didn't do it. I had no reason to. But you did everything else alone. Nobody else was at the community center. Maybe for a moment, because everything was spinning, you thought if you could make it look like a man did this, you wouldn't be blamed. Did you expect to get caught eventually? I was planning to turn myself in. Did you realize it was getting close? Yes. When police announced on the news they were making an arrest, I waited at home. You understand what happens now. You're going to jail. Yes. In the end, Jennifer was charged with kidnapping, first-degree murder, and assault. Facing the death penalty, Jennifer accepted a plea agreement where prosecutors dropped the assault charge in exchange for her guilty plea. Jennifer Mitchell was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As for why she committed this unthinkable act, only Jennifer truly knows. Investigators developed several theories. The primary theory suggests Jennifer was an attention seeker who craved being central to dramatic situations. She may have killed Emma to create circumstances where she'd receive sympathy and attention. Another theory proposes that Jennifer resented how beloved Emma was in the community, feeling jealous of the affection the child received, attention Jennifer desperately wanted for herself. A final theory suggests Jennifer's untreated mental health issues and the voices she mentioned may have played a role, though experts debate whether this was genuine or another manipulation. The small town of Riverside, Ohio has never fully recovered from this tragedy. Emma's father still lives in the same apartment complex, unable to move away from the last place his daughter called home. Thank you for following this tragic story. If you found this narrative compelling, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future stories. See you next time.